Hello, greetings to you all. Is the lighting very much improved since last time? I hope so. Anyway, it kind of came to my attention because lately I've just been like picking up my sketchbook with like every intention to draw and just sort of like, you know, flipping around at the pages and not drawing anything at all. And I realized, take a look at this. I never drew on the first page. Look at it staring at me. You know, and what better time than the present to tackle those things you've been putting off for forever. I think one of the reasons is that like because I drew on the cover, it kind of rendered first page mute because this is kind of what I would usually draw on the first page. But we'll find a way to like take this same idea and just make it a little different. But I'm thinking for the cover, what I really like is, I think, if I took like some tape, I don't know, bear with me here. If I took like a piece of tape, even if it just ends up being a guideline, but like, if we could get this to go across both these pages in some way, shape, or form. And then now I need scissors. Trim that edge. I might just cut down here too, so that it lays more flat. I did not foresee that. All right, but in case I end up removing that, I'm just gonna draw a line on it so that I could perhaps use it later. I wanna make sure I draw this same character again because she's just too cute. She's like, you know, my Sketchbook 24 girl. And I definitely wanna like incorporate the phone and then this sort of speech bubble again, but like anything else could be different. So I'm thinking I definitely want to keep her sitting down just because she has a nice outfit that works well with, like she doesn't have like any flowy fabric that would kind of get confusing, in case it wasn't already clear what this is. Oh wait, if I'd moved this up higher, then I could have her like sitting on it, you know, and then like one of the sneakers could be hanging under it. Let's see what I can do without doing that first. So again, we want it to be pretty crunched up, so I'm gonna need some shapes. I used to really struggle with drawing like people in like scrunched or sitting positions because I used to try to draw like the skeleton out. Like I'd try to draw every line. It never quite worked out, but when I started breaking down the character into like squashy modular shapes, like it's a lot easier for me because like see how I haven't even drawn the neck? It's just a circle on top of a square and it makes it look like the character's kind of bending forward because you wouldn't see the neck. If I had tried to draw the neck, the head would have been up higher and then there'd be a neck, and then see how much less scrunch that would look. So I just kind of draw the shapes that I see. Then I probably have her looking down if she's looking at a phone. You know, just keep throwing in shapes. They don't have to like necessarily look perfect, you know, it just has to kind of hold the place of a body part until we get around to drawing it. So if the phone's here, we can put the speech bubble here. And maybe we need another one over here to kind of fill the space. I'm not 100% on the idea, but I'm gonna go in and start working on the details and see what happens. I really want a foot like hanging down behind this. I really want to draw like her sneakers. She had really cool sneakers. Well, they were really cool in my head and I want to try again. What if the foot actually came in front of this? This is why I should thumbnail. I think her proportions are all wrong. Let me bid this farewell. I also want a lot more clearance above her head. What if I just draw her significantly smaller? That's the body. What if we draw almost like hieroglyphic profile view? Oh, it almost kind of looks like she's looking away. I might roll with that. Let me pull the ear kind of this way. What's her hair look like? Oh yeah, bun. Ooh, I like this so much better already. So then the phone, you'd actually be able to see what was on the phone if we have her looking that way. Drew that too low. Come here. I gotta make sure I get the clothes right, like a cami like this. Now we end up with a lot more space on this side of her just from where I drew her, so I might throw that 24 right here. That work? Maybe. And she's wearing like legging capri things, so it'd probably end around there. Oh, and then those sneakers are gonna end up right here. Now do I want to go over or under the stripe? I just realized I didn't have this camera on. Boom. I think the head's a little small for the rest of the body, or the face I should say. Making sure she's leaning forward, nice proper cell phone posture. I think I'm gonna have it go over the stripe, the shoes, just because I really want to draw some nice sneakers. I should find myself like a reference though of the bottom of a shoe. Ooh. Don't get distracted, don't get distracted. I mean, that's kind of like what I was picturing, these like big clunky like internet sneakers. But what's the bottom of them look like? Basically it comes up pretty high, but then it dips. And this is where the laces would go. I don't know if that'll end up visible. It kind of comes out. Clear up some real estate here. This is a pretty strange angle. I don't see any references like this, and I don't know what I would even Google to find such a beast. There's also like a lot of like lines around here. How's that? It's not quite the same style that I'm like looking at. Maybe it needs more. I think it needs a different design on the bottom. Maybe something. I'm gonna add a little bit extra leg there. So basically she's kind of behind this stripe and then she's coming over it a little for that shoe. So it's very condensed here where you can't see as much, and the pressure of the other leg squishing it. And then as we come towards the shoe, she had to move over to be able to make room for those clunky shoes. And then this side. Now we just do it again. I think this one could probably end up being behind it if she's sort of straddling the stripe in some way. Look how easy that was. A nice fun little way to cheat that also is very stylized and cute is to just sort of like, you draw some of the detail, especially the outward signs of the detail, and then you just sort of like shade that in. I just saved myself 10 minutes. I say that like drawing isn't fun or something. All right, now I think the part that's needing the most attention is the cell phone. Find the angle, especially if she's texting. She'll be like, got a nice big phone. I'm gonna move this hand down a little just to make it different. Wow, that turned out way better. Thank you. I'm really happy with this. Okay, let's not screw this up. I need to just sort of clean up some of these lines so that when I go over it with ink, I don't mess up. What does the face look like? Oh, she had those little barrette things too. Throw some in. I think I might have made a small mistake and given her too much volume. And yes, I know. How could too much volume be a problem? But I think it's a problem. Maybe if we just cut it down to that really elongated scalp that I gave her the first time, we might have it. She needs reading glasses if she holds her phone that close. Maybe she's using some weird filter. Stick her tongue out. The hardest part about using this eraser that's supposed to like turn into the little Mount Fuji is that I keep trying to use it straight down, and if you're gonna use it straight down, it shrinks the white part, so I've had to backtrack. That is why we still have no mountain. We'll get there eventually. There you go. Oh, she had a little bit of a waistband. Now, does the word sketchbook still fit? I mean, or I could just move the word sketchbook someplace else. Oh, here I tried to make it kind of look like the time stamp for the text message. I think I'm gonna go a different route. Could just use another bubble. No, I don't really want to do that. I really went ham on the bubbles on the front, so I kind of want to try a different way. And we could just go underneath the sketch, so you just won't quite be able to see it, but like I feel like I mentioned before, like, you know, this is a sketchbook, so if like the word's not completely legible, but it's like enough, it should work. I kind of like that. I was gonna write welcome to, which I usually do, but oh, I didn't write it on the front. Why did I think I wrote it on the front? Let me just try. There you go. I don't think she lost anything. If it ends up being too busy down there, I probably won't include it. If I decide to include a circle. Last time I did like a heart, and it's not super obvious. Oh, but if this is white paper and then I fill in a black circle behind her, it'll actually be visible. I'm gonna keep that one in the back of my head. That might be the way I go. We'll see. I think we need to do line art next. Oh, and I also need to swatch some art supplies, see what colors will work. These are the paints I think I used last time. Hopefully. Oh, the shadow's kind of annoying. We'll put it over there. These are like really bright and saturated, so they work. I think they'll work really well for our little e-girl. Whereas my Copic marker collection's a little bit more pastel, which is what I usually kind of go for. Oranges and turquoises. Okay. I'm gonna swatch these actually, swatch them. Basically, I'm looking for dupes of these acrylic paints. Wow, that looks spot on. First try. This is, oh, it's just the color orange. Who'd have thunk? Turquoise though is probably gonna be a little more difficult. Maybe not. Things are just going so well today. And it's not even sarcasm. Say goodbye to these little hamsters. So I'm about to throw a marker right here. So I take a kneaded eraser, lightly erase. Then we line art. This is a 0.5 millimeter, my personal fave. Try not to change too much. Sometimes I think I'm being cool and I like change a line. So I'm like, oh, it'll look better there, but like, we'll see. I think I need to resketch the hair, so I'm gonna avoid that area. And then I was also not sure about the fanny pack. If we make it white though, it'll add a little necessary white down here. So I'm leaning towards it. Oh, and the sneaker. I'm a little nervous about the sneaker. I never found like a real reference of this. That's what I'll go with for the bottom of the shoe. I might end up taking off like and redoing this, but for now it looks pretty nice. Do the same thing over here. I think I'm gonna put a little bit more detail into it than I did in the sketch, but I think I know what I'm going for. I think that does it. These are really, really big feet. That's fine. It's easier to stick details in big feet. Not too shabby. I think I am going in for the fanny pack though. Here we go. There we go. Go ahead and clear out some of this pencil that we definitely don't need anymore. Hey, I think that actually turned out pretty good. So apparently erasing on this tape erases the pen. Interesting. You know what I could do? I take a razor blade and just cut out this area. Well, actually, we don't really need it anymore. Oh, but I'm losing that sketch. How do I get that back? There we go. Should have taken a picture so I could see better. Yeah, because I used that pencil before. We still have that perfect line that I can color in as I need to. I'm really tempted to draw the rest of that shoe. We'll hold off, we'll hold off. Put a little bit more like definition into it. Just a couple extra shapes. Like here it's kind of flat and rounded. Here I added some pointy bits as well as some of the soft bits. Gives it a bit of a break. She's got bangs, right? Oh, she didn't have bangs. What am I doing? But I like them. Does she have bangs in here? No. What was I thinking? Oh, well, I think I'm gonna keep them. I think they look good. Bangs never hurt anyone, right? As long as they keep like the space buns and everything, I think we're good. Now, do I want to keep the tongue? We'll see how well like drawing the phone goes. If I can get it to the point where you can actually tell that he's taking a selfie with it, we'll keep it. Ah, it looks so different. There we go. Should I try and freehand this line? Didn't make it all the way, but... Boom. I think I'll go ahead and start adding in colors where I can. Like the super obvious places, like her outfit. Turquoise. That's too light. Wrong color. Yeah, see how much better the bold colors look? Definitely fits the theme I'm going for. I'm gonna try and do big swooping strokes to kind of avoid streaks. I mean, I have less issues with streaks with my blue markers than with my Copic, probably because of the tones that I use. But like, look, that looks real nice, doesn't it? How we doing? Double check the colors. All right, orange. Oh, and then we have to find a skin color. this color is streak free. Look at that. Might also because I have like extra lines in there to break it up, but I'll take it. Oh, just remembered what else needs to be turquoise. Number 24. Wow, if I could stay inside the lines, that would be wonderful. A little bit of shading. I'm gonna use this really light turquoise because that's kind of what I did. I blended in the turquoise with the orange. Get some depth, not overwhelm the color scheme. This adds a little variety. This actually might be too light. It's lifting a bit. Next we need a skin tone. This actually is close. This one right here. Might be able to get away with that. Or less light would be hitting. And it's a bit on the orangey side, so it like fits the color scheme really nice. This is salmon pink. The one I use for everything. Might need something a little bit lighter up there so I can add some, maybe use this for the blush. And I might as well switch to something lighter so I can build it up too in case I mess up. I'm always nervous about the face. So that looks pretty good. It's just next to the orange is what I'm worried. That there'll be no contrast. Start really, really light, like this. And build up with that salmon color. A little bit of shading and blush. And she also had turquoise lips. Do you have turquoise eyeshadow? Yeah, a little bit. Let's see if I can get in there. The little brush tip will come in handy. Really fine. Nice and makeup-y. I think I want to darken that up a bit. I think this is too dark. Let's see what happens. Yeah, it's too dark. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Maybe I'll just layer the orange over again. Okay, I think I want to add a little bit of turquoise elements with this like really, oh, it's almost green kind of color. Can also shade this and around here. I could probably get away with adding like a little orange spot here. Yeah, that looks kind of cool. And maybe even this little tie here, a little like pull tab. I'm really happy with that. Okay. I do think it needs a little bit of shading. I like the flat look, which is what I was going for here, but then I ended up adding shading, so I think probably it'd be smart to add a little bit of shading here too. I just need something slightly darker than this. This is probably too dark. Oh, psh, yeah, no way. Go away. A bit more on the blue side. I think it actually adds more of that blue tone that this has, just by adding a little bit of shading. And that needs something on that. Kind of looking for places to add this because I think it looks cool. A little bit of this green color for shading the skin. I wouldn't normally use green to color or shade skin just because it does have a bit of like an effect that makes you look a little zombie-ish. But I also want to stay inside the color scheme, so this is the way to go. It does exactly what I want it to. In this instance. A little bit of like a shadow. Now, originally I wanted this line to be turquoise, but looking at it, there's way too much turquoise going on. Orange is the color I'm looking for. So I guess I should color it orange, right? That's what that means. That's a little vain. I think I do want to add the black circle. I might use the same thing I used for the cover, which I think was this acrylic ink. So, but otherwise, oh, I want to color this in orange. I just feel like it might be too much orange. Watch me hesitate. I could color this area orange, and then this would stay white. I'm really too nervous to color that in orange. I think it's gonna be overwhelming. Let me just stick with that circle. If it's solid black, it's gonna be really overwhelming. I just gotta like it the way it is, you know? I could start with this like gray color. If I was doing digital, I might grab that and just a little. Should probably not use a brand new brush for this. That's more like it. Get as close up to the edge as I can. This kind of brings like the front cover in a little bit more because it's all black on the front. So by adding a little bit of black here, it's gonna tie it in better. Suppose I could have made it a heart like the cover, but not feeling it. See how I was smart and I started in the top left so that I don't put my hand in it while it's drying? That's what years of experience will get you. I almost kind of wish I made the circle bigger. Although that's something that can be arranged. This is the tale of when will she learn to use a smaller paintbrush. Never! I love how solid this ink looks. It's just like a big dark abyss. There we go. Not too bad. Okay, we'll let that dry as I make a decision on this little beam. Making it orange, I feel like, is the obvious choice, but I still don't wanna. Let's try to add some liner here. No, I moved. A little like depth behind them there. Does that do anything interesting? I kind of like the minimalistic, just the 24. It doesn't need the word sketchbook, you know? I feel like I mean, you know what you're picking up, I think, if you pick this up, right? You know what you're getting yourself into. I don't want to do anything else to this. Is my ruler handy? I think what I'm going to do is just add a second line under here. Just for intricacy's sake. And I might, when that's dry, add like another line around the circle. And then down here I can put like the time started and the time finished, which looks like I started right. I'm pretty sure I started right at the end of 2019. But I don't have a date, so I'll say... Oh, no, it was definitely January 1st because I finished the sketchbook before this on New Year's Eve, so I'm literally right. January 1st, 2020. That's how long it's been since I started this sketchbook, and I'm just now drawing the cover. Everybody has their own pace. I'm gonna just use a fine liner to fill in those little white gaps that I left. Little ugly specks. And try to go like this same distance away from the circle. Oh my gosh, this is difficult. Yeah, lost it at the end. But heck, that looks pretty good. I like it, I like it. I think that's it. I like that it's kind of simplistic, you know? Gives a little bit of that like Norman Rockwell cover of the, what was that? Saturday Evening Post kind of vibe. Very subtly, but I think we got it. I kind of like the idea of just leaving this sort of blank. I almost wish I hadn't drawn that line on it. I don't know. Maybe? I don't know. I take this and add just the slightest bit of like shading. I don't want to get too close to the sneakers because I did a pretty good decent amount of shading on that. And I like it. I don't want to interfere. I'm pretty happy with this actually. Almost wish it was the cover, but I like the cover too, so it's fine. And it has a texture. Ooh, yes. Here's the cover. Well, it's not the cover. It's the first page, finally, of my new sketchbook. Hardly new. How far am I in? Okay, I'm quite a ways. But finally, what do you think? I think my favorite part is the shoes, which was the part I was most excited to draw, so fancy that. We redrew our little peach and turquoise character. I'm pretty happy with it. Yep. Well, that 24 almost lines up. That would have been cool if I had made it line up. Things to think about in the future, I guess. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you drew if you drew along, and I'll see you guys all next week. Have a delicious evening, fellow woofers. Bye.